Hello and welcome to another Solana tutorial. Today we are finally gonna find out how we can deploy a website on the Shadow Drive. This is so cool. If we can manage to do that, then we can do web hosting with the Shadow Drive. So we will never ever need to use a web hosting provider again. Yeah, I want to do that. Also, I'm experimenting with camera setups. I'm now looking down on you because that's the kind of person I am. Yeah, we're just gonna figure this out at some point. And you tell me which angles and camera positions you like best. And I'm still trying to find a good posture to do this without having my shoulders too far forward because they already hurt. Man, I have so many problems with my hands, with my shoulders, with my knees, with my back. I should really not be a computer scientist. Anyhow, let's get started. Boom. I give myself 3 hours because then I will have some bidding to do. So, last time we looked at this website, You Are Loved, because it is entirely hosted on the Shadow Drive. So if we have a look here in the sources, essentially everything is in this folder, right? Everything is in this folder, and then he has the HTML, the JavaScript, the CSS, and the manifest JSON and some font. So when we have a look at this, it's literally just the same thing with you need to enable JavaScript that I'm used to from any kind of React app. And then in JavaScript, there's a bunch of blah. We have a CSS, we have a font, and we have the manifest. And in the manifest, he writes the paths in full. Like there he has an icon, a PNG, another PNG in this full path. Then there's some other imported stuff, I assume. So that's from other sources. But with that knowledge, I assume that I can build my fee redeemer on the Shadow Drive. So that's the goal for today. I give myself 3 hours. Let's do it. Because for now, the fee redeemer still lives on GitHub pages. Oh, that's a nice number, 236.1. So this is hosted by GitHub pages. And the goal for today is to host this on Shadow Drive. Now, we can see here, essentially, I've hosted this part right there. We have the CSS, we have the JavaScript. So there's a bit more, especially when you need to have all the node modules. So this is might be a bit more complicated, admittedly. If I want to host all the node modules as well. Not sure I want to do that. But then the index, is essentially, it's a bit more. But anyhow, okay, let's just go to, actually that's one too far. So in here is my fee redeemer, right? That's where the source code lives. And in the build folder, if I run yearn build, then in the build folder, it will create in here. That's everything that I need, right? The manifest, I have the icon, the index. So build index. That's essentially almost the same that we saw there, right? Except not really. So now I kind of want that thing to live on Shadow Drive. And I can't do folders like this on Shadow Drive. That's the problem. But what's in static? There's just a bunch of more files. And there are also a bunch of chunks. I mean, I can all put that in one directory. That's not the problem. The problem is linking it correctly. Anyhow, so if I were to say serve build folder, then I could access my fee redeemer here, right? So that's everything that it needs. That's again the same thing, but now on localhost. I just serve all those things. Maybe I should start with an easier web page, right? And not with a React app. But I want to make it difficult for myself, so that's what we're going to do here. Making it difficult for ourselves. The total build folder is 8 megabytes. Let's start with the simple things and getting ourselves another storage account with Shadow Drive. Still have my keys here. Great. So I just do create storage account with this key pair. And what else did we need? A size, I think that was -s, but I'm not sure. 10 megabytes should be enough. All right, we also need a string, a name, fee redeemer. Wow, what the hell? If I change the size of this thing, yes, I can afford 0.01 shadow tokens for 10 megabytes of storage. Let's do it. Yes, successfully created a storage account. So the 43SY is gonna be my address. So since that is deterministic, we can already tell that our path will look something like this, right? So that will be our path. If I put that, and I'm just experimenting here, right? If I put that into the package JSON, instead of this path, we put this. I don't know if that makes any difference, but we will see. Then I yearn build again. What the? I don't get it. Somehow this doesn't like it if I... But yeah, I have a new build folder now. Okay, I've built it again. If we now serve -s the build folder, then we see that it wants to host it here, right? But we still have the same issues with we have stuff in here. It still then builds the path with that folder /static JS main. So that's still something that we can't do. That sucks. I can't have subfolders, yo. And also it doesn't start the fee redeemer here anymore. Strange. Very strange. Anyhow, I guess I broke it now. Congratulations, Andy. Should we just see what happens if I just upload the entire folder and then we go from there? I mean, except for some sol, I don't really have anything to lose, right? So let's do that. What if I were to go here and say Shadow Drive, or was it upload multiple? Upload multiple files. Key pair and directory. Okay, I can do that. Okay, so upload multiple with the key pair. This directory will be mount. That's the path. And let's just go. Oh, let's not go. Collecting all files. Cannot read property of null identifier. Shadow Drive complains about an account identifier. What's going on here? I'm pretty sure that it just doesn't know which storage account to use because I never provided a storage account, but I thought it would just query for the storage account. So what would happen if I say upload file? There it asks me for the account. And we see, interestingly, the other account that we deleted is gone now. You know what? One thing that can always work is to go here, update that, just in case it changed, which it didn't. And then install this again. All right. Sure, why not? Because I don't remember my password? Possibly. There we go. Changed 600 packages. So some things were changed. Some things were changed. So let's just try this again. with the upload multiple files. Ha, there you go. See, that's what you gotta do. You just gotta update the CLI. If something is buggy, they fixed it by now. Okay, so let's upload the entire folder to here. And that's 8 megabytes, by the way. We'll see how long that takes. I wonder, illegal operation on directory read. Well, anyway, I wonder what this thing, like how this is derived from the name as well. Find a name that has a cool address then. Anyway, directory. But let's still have a look what happened here. Because one transaction went through and I paid like 008, so 50 cents or something to create a bunch of accounts. So this seems to be several files that were created. Yep, see, several files. You know what? Let's just go there. So this is access denied because I can't go there directly, but then index, what was it, HTML? Okay, so I mean, doesn't look too bad. We already have this icon, right? It already gets the icon correctly. So this it can't, I think this is just referenced and it can't query that because it doesn't exist. But the index, let's do, this is probably easier. Because we reference this thing, I think that's why it tries to load it, but it then doesn't find it. The logo is here. The logo JPEG it uploaded. The logo, this thing works. Yeah, and then essentially it's the manifest here. The manifest is here as well. I guess I can leave it like that because I think it finds it. But what does not work is this whole folder inside of folder. We can't have folders in Shadow Drive apparently. So let's just go through the manual effort of getting rid of those folders. Let's just try that for now. We have the build folder here. I'm just gonna copy that and call this shadow build, which will have the same things, except that everything that is in this folder, I'm gonna move out. So those things, we're just gonna try. I mean, I have no idea how React apps work. This is empty, and this is empty. I can get rid of this. It's now all in one folder. And in the index, I'm gonna change the path with static, remove that. And then also here, gonna just remove that, and save that. And then we can check what happens if we upload that again, if there are already files there, if it will just edit the files or if it will complain. We will see. So upload to the fee redeemer and let's see if it still complains something with the folder. I would assume that it would just replace the files that are already there with the same name, like our index HTML. But my assumptions can be wrong. It's kind of annoying that I don't see what's happening here. Oh wait, I could have defined a log level to see more. I could check if anything is happening on my account. Or I just relax. Take it easy. 2 minutes ago something happened. Ah! What? Timed out or waiting. Ugh. Cross-program invocation with unauthorized signer. Oh, well, that doesn't look good at all. Block hash not found. Oh, my favorite. My effing favorite. And this cross-program invocation with unauthorized signer seems to be a serious issue. Notice behind. Yeah, that all doesn't look too good. Should I cancel that? So, yeah, that didn't look good. And in this transaction, oh, even more files. Were those the same files again? No, those were the chunks now. Chunks, license, map, chunk. So that has worked. But for the index, I think it didn't. Or maybe it didn't need to deploy to Sol. Well, let's just check here. Maybe because the files already exist. Is there an edit multiple files? Okay, just for fun, if we were to do the exact same thing again. But wait, now here we just have 2 megabytes left, so it did upload a bunch. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. So the only thing we edited is the index. So let's just update the index for once. Edit file, and then the file is the index, and then the, what was it, URL I think, is this thing. What is happening? Is Solana being a bitch again? Why? I'm gonna use a different RPC provider. GenesisGo, if you don't work. There we go, that looks better. Sending file. You can do it if you really try. Yes. That's good. If I now refresh this. Aha, it doesn't try to load it from the folder anymore, but it tries to load it from here. That's better. Problem is, not all of the files that it tries to load are here yet, because our multi-file upload didn't properly work. So let's do that multi-file upload again. Upload multiple files. Let's go. You know what? I'm just gonna let it retry a bunch of times. What could possibly go wrong? Oh yeah, there was one signature that went through. So that's probably a bunch more files that went through. Hold on. Let's check. Yeah. Looks like a bunch more files. Yeah, like the main CSS chunk, another looking good, creating a bunch more files. But there's even more to send. So if we now already refresh this. Ah, look, we already get more. We already get a dark page. Uh-huh. That's already progress. That's already progress. Because I think the CSS is now available. Yeah, because our CSS file is here. Nice. But the whole functionality, we're still missing that part. But who needs that anyway? I do. But look, see, there's the enable. You need to enable JavaScript for that. Well, I guess we're getting there. We're getting there. Again, this cross-program invocation, I don't get it. I don't get it. You're just giving me a bunch of errors. Bunch of excuses for not uploading to cluster. What? Why? I don't know what you mean with cross-program invocation. Yeah, this just looks like it doesn't stand a chance doing what I want it to do. Which is fair enough. I'm gonna stop it after 100 tries. I'm gonna start it again. So, admittedly, it's a bit frustrating still to upload stuff to the shadow drive. Ah, interesting. It does logs. Hold on. So for each file, it tells me what it did. Not uploaded because file already exists. Ah, not uploaded, file already exists. All right. So if it already exists, then it skips those. That's good to know. So if we want to actually change it, then we need to edit. So this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it currently looks like. Empty. but we're still missing some files. Transaction simulation failed. Block hash not found. The camera is in the way. Great. Yes! Got another signature. And it stopped. So I think that was all the files it needed to upload. Hold on. So we've added 2 more files, not more. So I guess that's all. We've added the runtime main and the runtime main.js map. Okay. If we now refresh this, well, still looks kind of empty. Forbidden. Oh, it doesn't allow me to get those. Because we have cross origin. No, why? If only I was a web developer, I would understand what that's about. But I'm not. But I know what this is approximately about. It doesn't allow me to get some executable files from somewhere where I'm not, or some shit, I don't know. And that's why it doesn't load those. I think that's one of the problems with having this decentralized, right? Because the index, even though it's at the same URL, it is served by a different node in the cluster, therefore having a different IP, therefore being not executed and not served because it's from a different site, and then you get this cross-site scripting kind of policies that the browsers... So that's the browser's fault. The browser wants to keep me safe and therefore doesn't load. Or actually for... Well, it's also a server. Well, I don't know. I don't know. So let's... If I were just to fetch this... I also get access denied. Not found and then forbidden. Okay, so I don't... That I don't care about, but this is forbidden. Why? So even if I just try to access it, I can't. This one works. How about... I have something here. Okay, so maybe that file was just not uploaded. Wait, no such bucket? No, that's something different. That's 404 not found. And there was access denied. That's something different. Why do I not have access to this? Let's try to upload it as a different file. I'm literally lost and I have no idea what I'm doing, but you know. What's the difference between these? I can also access. Literally, what's the difference between those files? Okay, so let's try, maybe the uploading just didn't work. So let's go edit file. Maybe. No. What? Invalid JSON. Oh, what am I doing with JSON here? Get object data. So there seems to be something must have gone wrong when uploading this. So why not say 2 dot Andy's junk? Can I then just upload file? Not enough storage available on this account, but here. Again, cross-program invocation with unaddressed signer or writable account. I don't get it. Let's try the 3. The same with the 3. Why do I get that here and not with the main? What if I call it .txt? What if it's now a .txt file? I don't get it. So some files I can't upload, and without those files, obviously the entire thing doesn't work. Okay, Discord. Share the drive. So that seems to be a quite new issue here that was raised today in the morning. Well, I mean, okay, let's try that then. Put it all in a fresh. Can do that. I have enough shadow tokens and soul. Speaking of. Cost me already $5 to do this. Well, $2 at current prices. Not cheap. Anyhow, we can afford that. Let's go. Let's go again. Shadow drive. Create account. Create storage account, of course. Yes, please. ARP7. Cool. And then we do the same thing again with upload multiple. And now we just select this one. And we hope that that works. Meanwhile, I go grab a drink. Yeah, that's looking amazing. No errors so far. I am impressed at how well this is going. Or maybe I was just unlucky by the place where my storage account was. Who knows? Maybe it was hosted on some not so smart machine. What? That's how easy it could go. Alright, so in 1, 2, 3, 4 transactions, we've uploaded all the files from this folder. And it says uploaded, 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 uploaded. It's all uploaded. Also this, also this, also this. Oh, damn, shit. I should have I should have not renamed them. That's my bad. That's my bad. I should have not renamed them. Yeah, okay. It could have been so good, but I renamed. Stupid me. Stupid me. Anyhow, just for the fun of it, let's go to one of those. Yeah, and this can be served now. Index. Again, we get the dark page. So we didn't make much progress yet, but we... yeah, because we tried to load this. Okay. So because I was so stupid and I renamed them, just copy those into here again. And then we once again upload everything because the things that are uploaded now, it will skip anyway, I guess. File name too long, lol. But it's good because copy is not what I want anyway. See, that's why we put additional storage. And on this storage account, everything works great, right? Everything works great, no errors whatsoever. There you go. As I told you, no errors whatsoever. So here we now uploaded which files? Yeah, this 2 chunk and the 3 chunk that we renamed were now uploaded again. Okay. Now comes the moment where I refresh this. And nothing happens. Okay, fine. Oh, what? No, come on. Not again. Not again. Oh, but wait. We have a different path now. Still using the old path, which of course you shouldn't. Replace all of that. Oh, damn it! Hey, here's an asset map. I could have just changed this. Oh, this is so complicated. Why do I not know how to web dev? Should have really started with a simpler program, let's be honest. But let's go step by step. Just for the index, if I were to edit that file. If I now refresh that. Now you can load the script. Look. Whoa! Oh, look at that. I don't want to celebrate just yet because I don't think that all the scripts are here yet. But hey, look at that. I have at least the index with that one. Let's see. Let's see. SNS demo. That looks great though. Look at that. Look at that. Can I show details? Yes, I have radium. Apparently I traded radium once when we tried to get some Solana domains, and I could redeem a proof. Oh, and all of that is completely decentralized without relying on any web hosting. Nice! Nice! Alright, so you can now access the fee redeemer by going to this beauty of an address. Nah, I mean, it was a lot of manual effing around. You know, we had to manually change some paths and upload it all in one folder. But now that we did that, we have the fee redeemer completely decentralized, hosted on Shadow Drive. Wow. And if I refresh that, and I have redeemed it. Wow. This is cool. This is cool. Oh, nice. So, I mean, admittedly, it was a bit of a hassle to do that. Like, eventually somebody is gonna invent a way of doing this a lot smoother, where you can then just deploy React apps directly to Shadow Drive, or where you have a builder that will build it for Shadow Drive properly, and you don't have to manually change so many things. But as a proof of concept that we can host our web page on Shadow Drive without relying on anything else, that's it. That's it. We did it. We did it. We host the fee redeemer on Shadow Drive. Amazing. This is amazing. And now we have Solana in the back end and Shadow Drive to host the front end. We can build anything. We can build anything, and we don't rely on any freaking servers by any cloud provider or web hosting service or whatever. Shadow Drive is so underrated. I tell you. Right. And with that, I want to end it for today. End it on a high note. We managed... Hey, focus. We managed to deploy our website on Shadow Drive. Yes, it was a hassle. Yes, it took me like 2 hours. But still, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that we can do that. And it's just gonna get easier from here on. We're still early, right? As everybody always says, we're still early. And this is gonna... if somebody's gonna build something where you can just on-click upload your React app to Shadow Drive, it's not that hard. You just need to change a few paths and have a different folder structure. And then it doesn't just work for React, it works for any kind of web page. It's still so great. Solana in the back end and Shadow Drive to host the front end, and also Shadow Drive to store bigger files and not just the state from Solana. This is amazing. I like this. So next steps for me would be to find out how I could host on a domain like fs.sol that will then lead to this path. That would be cool. Do I have a fee redeemer.sol? maybe I should get that first. Maybe I should get myself feeredeemer.sol and then host it there. But that is gonna be the topic of a future video. For today, I want to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. And I'm excited to learn more about Shadow Drive and Solana. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, stick around for more content on Web3 development. Yeah, this is cool stuff. This is cool stuff. Check out this video where I talked about the Shadow Drive CLI and this video that YouTube recommends that you watch because you haven't seen it yet. And then I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye. So cool that we made it work. Don't ask me how we did it, but we did it.